Forearms from Ben 10. Let's get started at the top of our page with the first set of eyes. So I'm going to start on the left side with a curve coming out from the outside and curving down. We're going to leave a large gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. Starting from the inside, we'll curve up and then out. On the inside edge, just want to draw a little curve going up, just for a little bit of a frown line. Now underneath the eyelid, I'm going to draw like a half circle for the bottom part of the eye. So starting up here, we're going to leave a little overlap, curve around, and then inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. Curving down and then up. Let's draw the second set of eyes just below here. So I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap. I'm going to draw a curve coming down, just like we did up on top. Leave that same gap. Draw a curve on the right side. Now I'm just going to turn up the little frown line. And then we'll draw a little half circle on the bottom, leaving a little overlap on the end, coming in towards the inside. Now just below the eyes, I'm going to draw in a mouth. So from the left side, I'm just going to curve down and up towards the right. On the sides of the mouth, I'm just going to curve them out and just give them a little bit of an angle out towards the side. And then I'll connect the bottom with a curve. I'm going to add some teeth along the top edge. So on the side here, at the top point, I'm just going to step in and draw a V, but I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap along the inside. Do the same thing on the right. And then I'm going to connect the inside points with a curve. Now let's just draw two upside down triangles along the bottom, the lower row of teeth. And then in the middle, I'm just going to locate the tongue. So on the inside edge of this fang, I'm going to curve up and then down in the middle, go up and down on the right side. We're going to color the inside part of the mouth in black. Now that we have the face, let's draw on the rest of the head. So just underneath the bottom row of eyes, I'm just going to draw a curve from the cheek coming in. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to do a little overlap coming down towards the jaw. So on the left side, we're going to step out, curving down. Now we're going to curve in towards the middle, again, leaving a little gap in the center. And I'm just going to square off the bottom by connecting those 2 points with a straight line. Now let's go up and work up the top of the head. From this point of the cheek, I'm going to curve up and just pull it inwards. And then we'll cap off the top by connecting those 2 points with a curve, going up in the middle and then down. Let's add the stripe on the top. So just on the inside edge of this frown line, I'm going to draw a straight line coming down just above the mouth. Do the same thing on the right side. And we'll close off the bottom with a curve. We're going to add one more little stripe at the bottom here. So drawing 2 lines side by side, and then closing off with a straight line. Now that we got the head, let's work our way down the front part of the arm. So I'm going to start in the shoulder area first, about the same height as the eyes. On the side of the head, I'm going to curve down and out towards the left. Do the same thing on the right. Now I want to round out some large shoulders. So we're going to step in and overlap, curving around and then down towards the arm. So starting right here, curve up and out. And then just pull it around to right about there. We're going to take that and flip it over on the right side. Stepping in, curve around the shoulder, and then just pull that inwards at the same height as we have on the left. I'm just going to add the collar just in behind the head from the shoulder. So up along here, I'm going to curve down, and then in behind the jaw, do the same thing on the right side. At the bottom of the shoulder, I'm just going to round up the upper part of the arm. So on the left side, I'm going to step back, curve around, and then just pull that in towards the elbow. Do the same thing on the right. Now let's move to the inside and draw the inner part of the arm. So we're going to step in. On the left side, I'm just going to curve in the opposite direction. Starting up here, we're going to curve around, and then just pull that in. Up here, we're going to step down, and just draw a little curve. Let's go to the right side and do the same thing. So we're going to line up the top, curving around the bicep, and pulling that down. We're going to step down from the top, and just curve that up. Now in between the arms, right down here, I'm going to locate the chest. So from left to right, I'm just going to draw a curve. Coming down in the middle, and back up on the right side. go back to the left side and just finish off this arm. So the forearm is going to overlap on the inside part of the arm. So we're going to step back, do a curve over the bicep, coming down, and then just pull that back in with a little curve like that. Now we're going to draw in the hand. We're going to start with the thumb first. From here, I'm going to draw an angled line going up. We're going to curve, and we'll just pull that down with a straight line. Down here, I just want to draw a little bit of a curve, just for the inner part of the palm. Now we're going to step up and just draw the first knuckle. Now along the front edge of the knuckle, I just want to draw a little bit of a wave. So we're just going to go up, down, and then up. Now this is going to go all the way back towards the back of the forearm, in towards the elbow. So he's got some spikes on the side here. So I'm going to start here and just curve it out. Bring it out and up. We're going to add one spike, and curve it back. Do another spike, going up, and then we'll pull that back. Now I just want to tuck this in behind the back part of the arm. So we're just going to curve in behind. Let's take that and flip it over on the right side. So we're going to start at the top part of the forearm, curve over the bicep, coming down, and then we'll just flatten out as we come to the inside. Now we're going to draw the thumb first. So straight angle line going up. We'll round up the thumb, and then we'll pull that back with a short line. Draw that little bracket. Now we're going to go back up, draw a straight angled line. Now I want to draw that little wave for the knuckle. So we're going to start by going out, in, out, and then down. Now we're going to go out towards the first spike, out to right about there. I'm going to pull that back in with a short curve. Now we're going to go to the second one. We're going to go out, and we'll pull that back in, and I'm going to tuck this in behind the back of the arm, going up. Let's go ahead and add some glove detail. So from this point of the wrist, I'm going to curve down to right about there. Do a little half circle, and then we'll just complete this line towards the bottom of the hand. We'll do the same thing on the right. Starting from the top of the wrist, curve down, do a little half circle, and pull it down towards the bottom of the hand. Now on the top of the right shoulder, we're just going to add the emblem. So we're going to start by drawing a circle. Starting from the edge of the shoulder, go in and up, round it out, and then pull that back in. We're just going to trim this out on the inside. So just drawing a slightly smaller circle. And then we're going to draw an X. Now on the left side here, I just want to trim out the inside. So just following that same angled line, coming down the side, we'll do the same thing on the right. And we're going to color these two areas in black. Just below the chest, I'm going to step down beside the arm and curve down towards the waist. So starting on the left, I'm going to step down from the chest, curving in and then down. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to close off the bottom by connecting those 2 points with a curve. Let's go in and add the detail to the shirt. So we're going to start with the sleeves first. Starting just down below this line, curve up and in. Do the same thing on the right side. In the middle of the chest here, there's a stripe. So we're going to draw 2 lines side by side, stepping down from the chin, straight down, all the way down towards the waist. Stepping over, draw that same line coming down. Now from here, I just want to follow the curve of the collar all the way up, just underneath these lines. Starting on the left, curve up, again leaving a little gap at the top. Do the same thing on the right side. Now we're going to curve down. On the left side, we're going to curve all the way down towards the sleeve, but we're going to leave a little bit of a gap. Curving down to right about there. Now from this point, I just want to curve right into that point of the bicep. We're going to go to the outside and draw the outer edge. Starting at the top of the shoulder, it's going to follow that same curve, coming down, and we'll pull that in towards the outside of the arm. It's going to do the same thing on the right side. So from here, we're just going to curve in behind this emblem, and pull it down in behind to the shoulder, and we'll pull this back inwards. We're going to draw the outer part now, so at the top of the shoulder, we're going to go in behind the emblem with a curve, continue down below, and then just pull this in towards the outside of the arm. In the lower part of the torso, we're just going to add a curve just to accentuate the rib cage from left to right. Now that we have the top part of the body in place, we're going to layer the second set of arms in behind. So we're going to start by drawing the arms coming out toward the elbows and then in towards the fist. So we're going to start with the inner part of the arm on the left side. starting just below the spike, we'll curve down and in. Now we're going to do what we did up here. We're just going to draw an angled line going up, round up the thumb, just pull a short straight line coming down. Right here, we're just going to draw a little bracket. Now from this point, we're going to go out the straight line. We want to draw that little wave for the knuckles. So coming down, out, down, and then just flattening that off. Now we're going to go along the side of the forearm, going up, go up to the first spike, to right about there. We're going to pull that back, draw a second set, going out, and then we'll pull that back in. Now we just want to go up towards the elbow, going out to right about there. Now we're going to pull this in behind the bicep, curving up and in. Now right in this gap here, you'll probably see the arm coming in. You'll see a little bit of it on the inside, so we're just going to draw a little curve going across like that. Let's take that and flip it over on the right side. So we start just below the spike right here, curve down and in. We'll draw that short straight line, and then we'll round out the thumb. Come down with a short line, then we'll just draw that little bracket at the end. At the top, we're going to go straight across, and we'll draw that little wave for the knuckles. Coming down, out, down, and then just flattening it out. We're going to go out towards the first spike. Out to right about there. We're going to pull that back in, just tapering that line, and then we'll go back out again. Going out, pull that back in, and then we're going to go up towards the elbow. To right there. We're going to bring the upper part of the arm behind this arm here. Curving up, and then in behind. You can see the inner part of the bicep, just draw a little curve. Let's add the glove detail. So from this point on the wrist, we're going to curve across, draw that little half circle, and then we'll just end off at the bottom of the hand. Do the same thing on the right side. Now with the forearms coming up and bending at this point, we need to draw the inner part of the elbow. So this curve is going to go up behind this arm, and right about here, just going to draw a little curve, aiming towards the elbow. Do the same thing on the right side. So right here, we're going to curve up, aiming towards the elbow. Now let's go ahead and tuck the legs in behind here. So in the middle, we're going to step down in between the fists and draw a little curve from left to right. On the inside, we're going to step in from the left, just draw a straight angled line coming down towards the inside knee on the left. We'll do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to round out the calves. The left side, we're going to curve down. Same thing on the right. Now we're going to pull this down towards the bottom of the foot. So from here, we're just going to curve down and out. Now let's go ahead and draw the first set of toes. From this point, I just want to draw a little wave, going across and then down, and then we'll go up at the end. We're going to pull up a curve for the first toe. I'm going to layer the second toe in behind. So about halfway along this line, we're going to curve across. We're going to bring this up on the top of the foot to right about there and towards the ankle. Now from here, I'm going to come all the way up with a curve towards the knee, so in line with this point here. Curving up just beside the fist. From this point, I'm going to curve it down towards the bottom of the foot, leaving a gap along here, and then we want to draw the heel. From this point, I'm going to curve in, and then just pull it back up. Right in here, we're just going to draw the knee. So from this point, I just want to draw an angled line going over. At the bottom, we're just going to pull it up. On the side, we're going to go up in an angle. It's almost like a diamond shape. Now from the outside, we're going to curve around behind the hand in towards the hip. So right here, we're going to curve it out, and then we'll just go in behind the hand and just continue along the top. Let's take that and flip it over on the right side. So we're going to start with this bottom part of the foot, going across, down, and then up. We're going to round out the top of the toe, going back. About halfway along the toe, we're going to curve it out. Now we're going to go up above the top of the foot, going in towards the ankle, right about there. Let's add in the heel. From here, we're just going to curve it around, and then upwards. From this point, I just want to curve down towards the bottom of the foot. Now we're going to take this point and just curve the outside of the shin, coming up towards the knee. Curving up, and then in. We're going to add that little diamond shape here. So just intersecting an angled line. We're going to go up on the inside, go up along the top. Now halfway down this line, we're going to curve around the thigh and then up towards the hip. Just continue behind the arm, One little added detail I just want to add to the sides of the neck. So from the side of the chin, I'm just going to angle line coming out. And the same thing on the right. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's 4 arms from Ben 10. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Make sure you subscribe and send us your requests in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.